Are you ready?
Ready.
All right, let's go. Kevin here, top 1 financial advisor and best-selling author. We are here to talk about the stock market. I have a stat that I guarantee you that you do not know about the stock market. Boom. Here it is. Last 11 days, the stock market is up 11%, and y'all ain't know that. I didn't know that until I was scrolling on Instagram and then end up following this guy, Ryan, on Twitter. I got the original tweet, at least original for me. It was the first time I saw it, was on Instagram from financial advisor KC, which is an amazing account. I've talked about it before. Make sure you go like and follow both. But in either case, this tells us a lot about investing and a lot about just human behavior when it comes to the stock market. I always say your emotions don't do math, and this is one of the reasons why. When the market started falling, really since January, all year long, we've all harped on, potential recession, then we have a war, inflation, interest rates, everything's going to be terrible. And then the market takes an 11% jump in just 11 trading days. And ain't nobody talk about it. Nobody's like, oh, look at that. Like my stocks are coming back. And in fact, like let's drill down even more into that. So the S&P 500 up 11%. Cool. Then you had Apple is up 14% in that same span. You had Intuit, it's a company I own. They're up 14% during that span. And then you got Nvidia, a stock I've talked about many a times before. Talked about it when they reported earnings, things were well, and it still dropped. What did I say back then? Oh, I'm not selling. Right? That's exactly what I said. In fact, I DCA into this one as well. It's up 34% in the last 11 trading days. Again, nobody's talking about it, right? Nobody's really focusing on the good days. And here's what I mean by that. As humans, as investors, everybody, myself included, we tend to weight the bad days way more than the perfect days and the good days. So for example, you remember, Hurricane Dorian or Hurricane Harvey, you knew how bad it was. And all the perfect days you've had between now and then, you don't even think about the perfect days where it was 75 and sunny, not a cloud in the sky. You got way more of those than you do these bad days. And this is exactly what's happening right now, where you have an 11% jump in just basically 2 weeks, and nobody's talking about it. Like, if you were consistently dollar cost averaging, like I've been saying, especially very recently in something like Nvidia, you made a lot of money. Like that 34%. Remember, the average stock market return in a year is between 7 to 10, and you got 34 in just 11 days. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. But hey, nobody's talking about it because of the way that we perceive the stock market to be. Now, this is not to say that, one, the entire stock market is turning around. This is just 11 days. Clearly, things are still down and there's still a lot of room for the stock market to grow. But it does speak to the point that I've been saying for quite a while, where I say, look, I let things go for 6 months at a minimum to allow this stuff to correct, because in the next 11 days or so we could break even. That is not a guarantee. That's not a guarantee at all, but we could, right? Notice how quickly 11%, like we weren't down 50% in the market this year. In fact, year to date, the stock market as a whole is only down, let me double check this real quick and add it to my chart so I can give you an accurate number. All right, so year to date, this entire year from January to now, the overall stock market, the S&P 500, is only down 4.73%. Okay, so we're basically down 5%, and we made up 11 of that in just 11 days. That's solid, right? And I've got so much more of the year to break even if possible. Now, I could also argue I got so much more of the year that the stock market can still tank. So it's not, again, a predictive, this is the time where the market is going to take off and everything is going to be fine. There's going to be something else out there. Midterm elections, the Fed can still do some stuff. Who knows what else could pop up? I didn't see a war popping up on the calendar, so we don't know what else. I hope it ain't nothing else, but that's still a possibility, right? So even for a company like Intuit, again, it's up 14% or so in the last 11 days, but it's still down 25% for the entire year. So again, context is still important. This is not everything's fine just yet, but it is hope that things could be. It is evidence that things could be, and that patience still pays. And it's, again, why I say I wait 6 months for stuff to play out. It is still very early in the year. We are almost done with just the first quarter of the game, the first quarter of the year. You got 3 more and you can still come back. You can still win. And this is also why I consistently add to my investments, because the whole buy low, sell high thing, it only works if you know when to buy low. And since we don't have a crystal ball, this is why. This is why you sit around and say, okay, look, it's Friday. Boom, I'm adding more. Every 2 weeks, boom, I'm adding a bit more. Because I wouldn't have known to pour everything I had into the market on March 15th. I didn't know that. If I did, I would have told y'all, but I didn't. But what I did do is, well, let me look at a calendar here. So on March 18th, y'all saw me on public. Guess who added more? And in fact, I'm gonna just go back. March 11th, I added more money to the market. March 18th, I added more money to the market. And spoiler alert, March 25th, I added more. And then this coming Friday, April 1st, I'm gonna add some more. Y'all get the pattern here. Every week I'm adding more. So that is what's called dollar cost averaging. So you can hit these spots, and over time you're gonna end up better off by doing so. When you are fearful and afraid and overreactive, you're gonna miss out on all of that. There were people when the market was dropping that sold. Right? They got out of everything. Maybe they went to oil stocks, maybe just sold and just wanted to quote unquote wait for something to happen. You missing out, and you're not going to know when to hop back in. I can't tell you when to hop back in. That's why I just consistently just, start scooping up shares, and then come June, I'll come back and say, okay, here's what we know about the year. Let's make some tweaks and then continue rolling. That's the process. That's my process. I think it works for most people. But again, we're coming up on quarter one. This is a time that you can take a look and say, hey, it makes sense to kind of make some changes here or there and move, right? If you decide to. But again, give things time to play out. Give things time to play out. So I'm looking here, year to date. We've got NVIDIA is only down. Okay, NVIDIA is only down year to date, according to Yahoo Finance. You should double check this number. It's year to date 2.75% down. So it's only down 3%. That's it. It's only down 3%. That can be fixed within a day. For context, it was actually up 1.55%. So, 2 days worth of gains. If it continues, there's no guarantee that it will, but in 2 days, NVIDIA could be positive for the year, which is not something that many people expected or projected, I don't know, a month ago, based on how things were going. Apple is only down 1%, 1.11%. That can be fixed within a day. And then the overall stock market, again, is down 5%. So there's a lot of hope here. Things can change. Give it time. This is why I don't react. That's why I don't overreact. Why I sit back and say, I don't like it, but I'm going to sit here and let things play out. Intuit is down 25%. That is a much more painful wait for me. But we're going to wait it out. We're going to see, right? It was up 14% in 11 days. I hope for that to continue. We'll see. But in June, that's when I'm going to sit back and make my decision. But this is why I wait. This is why I relax, because of stuff like this and stats like this. So, what did you learn today? The market was up 11% in just a few weeks. That is not a guarantee that it will continue to do so, but it is a lesson learned that there are positive things even when you don't notice them. And when you sit back and relax and you let things go, if you have quality companies, you can be fine. Got it? All right. You have any thoughts or comments? Put that in the comments below. Does that make sense? Thoughts or comments, put it in the comment section below. Yeah, I think that makes sense. But put that in the comment section below. Hit the like and subscribe button. It helps the algorithms, what they say. And then obviously make sure that you sign up for the Investors Toolkit. We do monthly calls. We talk about what's going on in the market. And then most importantly, give you a process so you can start investing today. All right, that's it for me. Talk to you later. Bye.